You know what's really been getting to me about this whole Judge Cannon situation? All right. Amicus briefs filed with unsubstantiated claims as well as doctored statements and testimony. All right. That evidentiary wise hold no water. All right. We're going to go ahead and say speculatory at best, hearsay, and defamatory at worst. I mean, just the factor of like, hey, anybody that actually understands, how to do a full forensic auditing as far as forensic analysis of the data, all right, would be able to tell if there was any auditory splicing, based on the differences in peaks and valleys, in the actual auditory waves, as far as like, when it ends up going ahead and showing peaks and valleys as far as, decibel and octave when it comes to vocal statement. There are Q-ins that'll go ahead and let anybody know that's ever had any experience with audio production to be able to tell when there's audio splicing. Basically cutting in, cutting out, going ahead and extending certain waves, as far as low, mid, and high, to be able to overlap in a way that pretty much you're going to have to go ahead and be like, maybe if I squint, I could see the point that's being made, but on an auditory level. And the factor that right there not only would be considered perjury, but it will also end up going ahead and hold weight in the countersuit, as far as defamation, tortious interference, loss of opportunity, intentional infliction of emotional distress, alienation of affection, and the whole, attempt of psychological warfare and, attempting to conflate, the separation, as far as like the whole attempting to go ahead and make a civil proceeding criminal, not to mention that, but, somebody going ahead and being like, hey, if you don't do things the way that I want you to, I am going to just not let you know where the location of whatever it is that you're looking for after being picked clean. And also, I'm going to go ahead and make statements that could potentially go ahead and, initiate criminal proceedings, while simultaneously ignoring, the factual basis, as well as going ahead and acknowledging the initial root of, the juvenile record that ended up going ahead and, leading the snowball effect, while simultaneously it not being available through a Freedom of Information Act because of it getting archived and, suppressed and actually, within the, Department of Justice archives, where they go ahead and keep backlog records, that have been clarified that they were supposed to be suppressed. Ironically enough, those records ending up actually having, the photographic evidence of the wrongly accused, or the person that was the attempted scapegoat or fool person. Yeah, them getting mangled and beaten to all fucking hell. While simultaneously, person that wanted to go ahead and, attempt to strike a slap civil suit, also simultaneously being the plaintiff, or, the person to go ahead and try to make a complaint. While also profiteering and committing fraud in their attempts to pretty much secure the financial losses that they were supposed to pay in restitutions. I'm pretty sure, the courts don't exactly like making it a common thing to be like, all right, we'll be your co-conspirator to commit fraud. All right? I mean, no better co-conspirator. No, they'll be like, yeah, just remember you were the one who submitted statements on yourself, as well as, while pointing a finger, you had no idea the skeletons that were going to pop out of your closet from your past. So, just remember, that injury right there, that was self-inflicted. If you would have quit while you were ahead, you might have not cut the legs out from under yourself.